What's going on, Unreal Gang? Unreal Entertainment Gaming here, back at it with another episode of Fan Mail of the Week, everybody. What's going on? I hope y'all are having a great day. I'm not, because the weather over here in New York is just very weird as of late. You know, it's fucking August, man. I mean, what happened to the summer weather? It's been raining a lot and whatnot, like, anyways, guys, I'm here today with a lot of questions, and once again, I want to apologize in advance if I don't get to answer your questions. Remember, I do get a freaking ton of questions. Good news! I'm going to be I'm going to be getting a new chair very soon, so at least then I'll be comfortable and I don't have to just, you know, mourn my ass for every time I sit here and do this. But anyways, guys, let's get on with our first question of the day, which is from Helen Blacker. Hey Alex, this is Helen. I'm a huge fan and I hope you can answer my questions. Alright, cool, let's go. Question 1. If Goku can go Super Saiyan 4 or beyond, 5, 6, 7, etc., could he kill Bills and Lace? Who's Lace? Not sure how you spell it. I'm pretty sure you mean Whis, not Lace. I mean Lace, like the chips Lace? Question 2. Do you think there could be an episode when Broly and Goku would have to work together? Oh, God. Question 3. What if Gogeta and Gotenks fusion, would they become the ultimate power? And they would be able to go God Ritual. I think that they could kill Bills, Omega Shenron, Baby Vegeta, Lace. Every time I see the word Lace, I just think of Lace chips and Broly at the same time. Question 4. On your videos, you had a pic of Goku Super Saiyan 4 and T. Was it yellow? It was yellow. What was it? Oh, I think I know what you mean. Question 4. No, question 5. Excuse me. How good do you think Raging Blast 2 is, and is it better than Budokai Tenkaichi? I'm sorry, but you just spelled Budokai Tenkaichi wrong completely, but I forgive you. I forgive you. Question 6. Do you think Call of Duty Ghost is going to suck? Question 7. Why is Battlefield 4 better than Call of Duty? Thanks for answering my questions. Keep doing what you're doing. P.S. Fuck people who use Kid Buu and Raging Blast 2 online. Ooh, so I'm guessing people use them against you. Alright, to answer your first question, is it possible to go Super Saiyan 5, 6, 7, whatever? Yeah, in the fan-made series Dragon Ball AF. But in the actual manga, in the actual anime, no, absolutely not. It does not even go beyond 4 at all. I think the highest it went was a Super Saiyan 4 fusion, but it never went past the Super Saiyan 4. Could Akira Toriyama do it? Yeah. Do I think it's a good idea? Do I think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea to, like, just to go up to 5 and then have God mode and then just stop. Like, think about it. Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then God mode. God mode can be the ultimate, you know, transformation. You know, in Battle of Gods, I really don't think that they executed it well. You know, even though after Battle of Gods, Super Saiyan 4 is no longer considered canon, because, I mean, how would that make any sense? You know, you're going to have Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, God, and then 4? You know, that makes no sense. If I was Akira Toriyama, I would have got my pen and paper out and said, you know what, fuck it, we're going to do Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and God. But for me, I would actually go about the actual Dragon Ball AF fan series and give him white hair and whatnot and white fur, because white, well, for those of you out there who don't know this, if a person were to have white hair, that's always a symbol of wisdom. So imagine Vegeta with like white hair, Goku with white hair, all this crazy shit. Number one, that is a definite sign of wisdom, because both of them are very wise when it comes to fighting, so it would make a lot of sense. As for 6 and 7, I would not do it. But if Goku is able to go beyond Super Saiyan 4, I think he can decimate Bills. As for Whis, not Lace chips, but Whis. As for Whis, I really don't know. That's a hard one, because Whis pretty much explained to Goku that he was far above Bills. Far above Bills. That's pretty scary. I mean, Bills is a fucking monster. Imagine Whis. That's pretty scary. To answer your second question, absolutely not. Hell no. Broly and Goku working together? Not in a million years. To answer your third question, Gogeta and Gotenks fusion. That would be very weird, because number one, what would you call them? Number two, how would you even make them? Why would you make them fuse? But even if somehow they were to do a fusion or a God Ritual or whatever, without a doubt, they would be able to decimate Bills, Omega Shenron, Baby Vegeta, Whis. Well, I don't know about Whis, but and Broly and everybody at the same time. Given the fact that you're gonna have one spiritual, one, you know, physical being that has the fighting capabilities of 4. That's pretty intense right there. So definitely, they would wipe the floor with everybody. I don't know about Whis though. Maybe, but To answer your fourth question, the picture of Goku in the Super Saiyan 4 form with yellow hair or whatnot, that was always an assumption of a Super Saiyan God form, Akira Toriyama version, but that's pretty much that. To answer your fifth question, how good do I think Budokai Tenkaichi 2 is? Well, I mean, I haven't, and it's really good. Granted, they could have included a bit more, and they could have done a little bit more to change things, but other than that, Raging Blast 2 is a very good game. I mean, nonetheless, it really, really is. And I'm actually doing a giveaway for that, and I'm going to announce my winner in about, what is it, a couple of days from now. So, oh, by the way, everybody, next week, I will not be here. Next week, I'm not going to be here on the 8th, on the 9th, on the 10th, and on the 11th. Well, I mean, I'm going to be busy, very, very busy. I have a lot of matches to do. I'm going away to go wrestle, so I'm going to be doing next week's fan mail a little early or a little late. So, but moving on. To answer your sixth question, is COD Ghost going to suck? Absolutely. I mean, I think it is. I mean, I made a video about it, why Call of Duty Ghost is going to suck. Is it going to suck completely? No. Is it going to suck compared to the other Call of Duty games? Perhaps. Depending on what they do and how they do it. I really do hope that they pull all the stops out. If not, then what more can you expect from a game like that? And to answer your last question, why is Battlefield 4 better than Call of Duty? Battlefield 4 isn't really out to my little friend, but the only reason why it's better is because of environment destruction, class customization, various options you can do, just overall usage of vehicles and AC, Apaches, and helicopters and tanks and all that stuff, parachutes. That makes for a very fun game, so thank you for your question there. On to the next question, which is from Xbox 1100. Hello, Alex. I have a few questions to ask you. No. You know what? I have a few questions to ask you. Number one, I do not know. All right, let's get on with the questions. Question one. What is your secret of making awesome videos? Well, I do have a magical staff in my house. No. Question two. Have you ever played Minecraft Pocket Edition? Question three. What is your favorite superhero? You mean who is your favorite superhero, not what? Question four. Do you think Akira Toriyama will reboot Super Saiyan 4? Question five. Do you think Minecraft will have emerald armor and tools? Emerald armor. Question six. How old do you think I am? LOL. Oh my god. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! Fuck you, Squid! And watch my video, go on my channel. It's about Mind Wars 3. Oh, very interesting. Alright, to answer your first question, what's my secret to making videos? You just make the videos. That's it. You just make the videos. You be yourself. That's what I love to do. I love to make videos. I love to just entertain you guys. I love to make people smile. I love to play video games. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. What's his name? Henry Cavill, the guy that played Superman in the Man of Steel movie. For those of you out there who never even heard of the Man of Steel movie, the new Superman movie that just came out, guess what? That dude is a huge PC gamer. He even admitted it on Jay Leno. He came on and he was talking about right before he got the call from Zack Snyder to be a part of Superman, he was playing World of Warcraft with his friends. And guess what? He missed the fucking call because the game was more important than the actual movie role at the time, for him at least. Go check that interview out. It's pretty cool. So the guy who played Superman in the new Man of Steel movie is a gamer. I'm a gamer. I love games. When I become, you know, well, not when I become a wrestler because I'm already a wrestler, but when I go to the WWE, guess what? I'm going to be wrestling on TV and whatnot, but I'm still going to be playing games at the same time. I'm never going to give that up. So the secret is just make the videos. That's it. To answer your second question, I have, and I'm not going to lie to you, I hate it. I don't like the Pocket Edition at all. It doesn't feel the same. There's no Minecraft mojo going along to it. I mean, I didn't like it. I deleted it. I think Minecraft is strictly for the PC and PC only. Granted, on the Xbox, it's pretty fun, but nowhere near the PC edition. PC is just top of the notch. To answer your third question, I don't really have favorites, but if I had to pick from both sides, it would be Wolverine, Hulk. I love Thor, Superman. I love Galactus. Galactus is the fucking man. Even though he's way OP'd, I really do like Galactus a lot. Silver Surfer, I definitely am a big fan of him. Iron Man to a certain extent. I mean, he has some pretty cool shit. Batman for sure. I like Martian Manhunter because he just has like that dark, eerie feeling to him. He's not really friends with anybody. I love, who else do I love? Well, I mean, Panther, I don't know about Black Panther, but Flash, I was never too big on Flash. I mean, all he did was like just go super really, like just mega fast. It was just like, yeah. Who else do I like? I like Magneto from X-Men. He was also pretty fucking awesome. But we're not talking superheroes. We're just talking like, you know, comic book, you know, characters in general. To answer your fourth question, do I think Akira Toriyama will reboot Super Saiyan 4? I hope so. I really do. He should have done that from the get-go and then introduced Super Saiyan God later on. But will he do it? honestly, if you want my honest opinion, will he reboot Super Saiyan 4? No. That's my personal opinion. I don't think so. But, I mean, it is what it is. So, to answer your 5th question, will Minecraft have Emerald Armor and tools? I hope. I mean, because they have war horses now. So, I mean, why not? If they can fucking add horses, why not add, you know, Emerald Armor and whatnot, you know? And to answer your last question, how old do I think you are? I don't know. I mean, you could be an old man for all I know. You could be an old woman. You could be like a 6-year-old. You could be a 20-year-old. Hell, you can be a 90-year-old, probably scratching your gooch watching this. I don't know. But I would estimate between the ages of 11 and 23, around that proximity. Anyways, thank you for the question, man. On to the next question from Eggman DJ66. Hey Alex, this is my first time sending you fan mail, and I really like your videos, and I keep up the good work. Now on to the questions. If some of the spelling is weird to you, it's because I'm British. So that's spelled differently. Okay. Alright. Greetings from the United States, my friend. Alright, here we go. Question 1. What do you think of Exior from DBAF, and do you want to see him become canon? That'd be awesome. Question 2. What is your favorite soda? Question 3. Have you played Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2. If so, what are your thoughts on it? Have you ever... If you haven't played it, it's really good. Question 4. Yamcha versus Squid. Who would win? Squid, easily. Question 5. What do you think of my username? Is it great, okay, bad, or awful? Be honest. Those are all my questions for now. Once again, keep up the good work. Best wishes. Thank you, my friend. Well, Mr. Eggman, to answer your first question, Exior, he's awesome. I love his concept. Pretty much, Exior is a demigod. You know, coming from Goku's bloodline and one of the Supreme Kai's bloodlines. It's just awesome. So, would I want him to be canon? Absolutely. I mean, born as a Super Saiyan 5? Come on, how fucking awesome is that? He's a demigod. Exior is a demigod. That would be awesome, especially if they tied him in with Bills. Say, for example, Bills and Whis are up there in their little freaking whatever they're at, and Bills and Whis are talking and they're pretty pissed off. Bills can be like, you know what? Let's send one of our guys to go fucking destroy Goku. And then Whis can be like, so who do you have in mind? Pow, here comes fucking Exior. He's like, I want you to go to Earth and decimate Goku. Exior goes, tries to fight it off, you know, just build a story from there. I mean, it would be pretty cool. Somewhere along those lines. To answer your second question, my favorite soda. Honestly, brother, I don't drink soda anymore because, number one, soda is not good for you. All doctors advise you to stay away from soda. It can create diabetes. It can give you long-lasting effects later on down the road that can fuck you up. I personally stopped drinking soda. I do drink like ginger ale here and there, but back when I was a kid, my favorite sodas were either Coca-Cola or Sprite. Just those two by far, man. Those were my favorites. To answer your third question, I did play Team Fortress 2 when I was younger, yes, and to me, I thought it was brilliant. It's an awesome game. It's just, it really is. It lives up to its title. I mean, I would love to see a Team Fortress 3, but nevertheless, Team Fortress 2, that's pretty much what set the foundation for multiplayer games, in my opinion. I mean, that's where Call of Duty came in. That's where everybody else, you know, started to pick up. So, Team Fortress 2, I haven't played it recently, not at all, but back in the day, I have, and it's just incredible. It was a great game. Obviously, number 4 is Squid, easily. So, and number 5, what do I think of your username? Eggman DJ. Well, obviously, if you want my honest opinion, it just seems a little funky. It's like Eggman DJ. How about DJ something? How about like DJ? I don't know, like something cool. You know, I like the Eggman thing. It's just like, what the hell? Are you part egg? What are you, Humpty Dumpty now all of a sudden? It's alright, it's not bad, trust me, I've seen worse, but I think you can change it. Well, if given the opportunity, if you can change your stuff, I mean, I would advise you to change it a little bit, you know? But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Mega Hack William. XD. Hey, Alex, my name is William. I'm from Southern California. I'm 16 years old. I'm going to be 17 in less than a month. Congratulations, brother. I remember when I was 17. Sniffles. Damn, man, I'm getting fucking old. Shit. Hope you're having an amazing day, and I'm wondering if you can answer a couple of questions for me. Alright, shoot, let's go. Question 1. Which DBZ game do you think has the best intro music? Mine is Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Just is badass. Alright, question 2. How many times have you tried to go Super Saiyan? It'll happen soon. Yes, true. Yeah, hey. You just made me feel like crap right there. Question 3. How has learning about the Illuminati changed your life? Thinking, style, emotions, etc. Oh, wow. Good question, bro. Question 4. Have you ever wondered why so many odd coincidences happen in the beginning of each year? Suspicious lights in the skies, loud noises from the skies, groups of animals dying in packs, etc. Again, good question, man. I fucking love you, man. Question 5. What has Dragon Ball Z taught you besides Yamcha being completely useless and a waste of animation? Yes. Another great question. Damn, you're on a roll. Question 6. How did you react when Goku went Super Saiyan 3? I felt chills down my back, and I knew my childhood was complete. Exactly, that's how mine felt. Question 7. Goku turned Super Saiyan out of rage as an adult. Goten did it as a child. Do you think Goten trained all the time and pushed to his limits over time, or do you think he had the potential to become stronger than his father by time as an adult? Oh, very interesting. Hope you get to read this fan mail. Hope all goes well and you continue to fight for your dreams. God bless you, Alex, and keep doing what you're doing. P.S. Fuck you, Yamcha! And P.S. Fuck you again, Yamcha! Thank you so much, William. God bless you too, man. Really, it means a lot. To answer your first question, which Dragon Ball Z game do I think had the best music? I would say... Damn. I would say either Budokai Tenkaichi 2 or Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Both of those intros were epic and the music was pretty good. After that, it pretty much died out, in my opinion. Or maybe just regular Budokai 3. I'm not sure, but between those 3 games, I mean, if I had to rank them in order, I wouldn't know what to tell you because it's pretty hard to choose from here. I mean, I would have to say Budokai 3, in my opinion. To answer your second question, how many times have I tried to go Super Saiyan? Well, as a kid, I fucking tried like 1,000 times, and guess what? I achieved nothing. I achieved of just getting nauseous and just probably collapsing to the floor. That was it. I mean, fuck. When I saw Vegeta first transform into Super Vegeta, when I first saw Gohan transform, Goku transform, I tried doing it, and I was like, why isn't this working? But yeah, I mean, I tried as a kid. I mean, what normal person never tried? I mean, we all fucking tried it. I mean, it's just the nature of who we are, you know? To answer your third question, how did my learning experience about the Illuminati change my life? Well, let me just tell you something. Before I actually started finding out stuff, I was pretty much oblivious to what was going on. I never really understood how our, economy worked. I never really understood how we as a people functioned. I never understood where we got our food from. I never understood any of that stuff. I never understood what the president does or whatever the case may be. Once I started learning about that, I was like, all right, well, this is some deep shit. In terms of thinking, it completely changed my view on everything. Because now, if you, I'll give you a good comparison. You look at celebrities now, and you look at celebrities back then, right? Is it just me, or are the celebrities from our modern day a lot more devious and a lot more darker, in a sense, than the celebrities in the past? For example, rap, right? We'll go to rap music. Some of you may not listen to it, but just hear me out. Rap music, right? Every time you watch a rap video from back in the day, it was always like a bunch of white people, a bunch of black people just having fun, drinking, smoking, bitches everywhere, cars everywhere, running away from the cops, doing whatever. Nowadays, in the rap videos, you see like demonic stuff. You see pentagrams, you see them throwing up the devil horns, you see them drinking blood, you see them just pretty much like having serpents all around them. You see them like their eyes are rolling on the back of their heads. You see like devil horns on them and whatnot. Like you see like Baphomet symbols. You see Satan stuff all over the place. Why is that? Same thing can be said about basketball. Basketball back in the day when you had you had Shaq, you had Michael, you had Magic, you had all these, players. But, during their games or even, before their games and whatnot, they wouldn't really do anything weird out of the ordinary. They were all line up, pray to God and just hope for the best and just go out there and have a good game. Nowadays, you have people like LeBron James throwing up 666 signs, putting up that little B against his left eye, like always covering up his left eye. Why do basketball players do that? You got Kobe doing it. You got freaking Dwight Howard doing it. You got LeBron James doing it. Normally, since I live in Brooklyn, if you're from the hood, you know that if you make a B with your hand, if you make the letter B with your hand and you put it over your eye, that's a symbol that you are blood. That's how it is in ghetto neighborhoods. Trust me, I know because I was a part of all that stuff. I was raised in Brooklyn, so when you put the B over your eye, you're just pretty much saying, yo, I'm blood. I'm in the blood gang, you know what I mean? Same shit with the Crips. When the Crips, they throw up the C, oh, you're a Crip. These dudes are not a part of gangs. LeBron James isn't a part of the Bloods. Justin Bieber isn't a Blood. These motherfuckers ain't Bloods. So why are they throwing it up? Same thing goes for Hollywood. Same thing goes for acting and everything. Sports. A lot of things are starting to be influenced. And I highly doubt it's for, you know, marketing reasons. Oh, let's just market this shit because a lot of people are buying into it. So I highly doubt that's one of the reasons. I mean, I'm sure that's one of the reasons, but I highly doubt that's the main reason. The Illuminati, it goes deeper than the actual meaning Illuminati, because Illuminati just means illumined ones. The Illuminati is real, except the name Illuminati is not real. And what I mean by that is the group actually exists, but they call themselves by a different name. You know what I mean? But that's just my view on it. I mean, you have to do extensive research in order to see what I'm talking about. Because if you were to do that, oh man, just go look up HARP or chemtrails or stuff like that. Your mind will be freaking blown. To answer your fourth question, you just brought up something great because it happened in 2012, it happened in 2013, it happened in 2011. A lot of strange coincidences happened in the beginning of the year. And I remember I made a couple of videos where one of my videos went viral. I have 1 million views for it. It was called Something Strange is Going On, where I showed people what the fuck was going on. You know, it's just weird. Why does it happen in the beginning of the year? Maybe it's a symbol, you know, for dark things to come throughout the year. Maybe it's a symbol for something else. But is it made by nature alone? I don't think so. It definitely has man's footprints on it. To answer your fifth question, what has Dragon Ball Z taught me? Honestly, the reason why I love Dragon Ball Z so much is because it taught me never to give up. It taught me, and this is why I love Goku so much, because pretty much Goku is a symbol of, if you get beat up, right, and if you get knocked down to the floor, and even if your opponent is greater than you, you know, you still have to get up and fight. Don't ever give up. Goku never gave up. He never, like, even if times may seem dark, or maybe sometimes he would give the opportunity for somebody else to fill in, he wouldn't physically give up from the fight. You know, maybe he'd give somebody else a chance, like when he gave up against Cell and he wanted Gohan to get a chance. He technically gave up, you know, on the little tournament thing fight, but if Gohan were to die, Goku would not have given up the fight. You know what I mean? He still would have fought him until, you know, his very death. Vegeta, another character. You push yourself to your very limit and beyond. You know, like Dragon Ball Z has taught me so many morals, how to be a good person, and how to train, how to just be yourself, you know. Many people may not see that, but Dragon Ball Z is actually a big influence on my life. To answer your sixth question, I had the exact same freaking reaction, man. I was like, holy shit. Like, that was the only thing I kept saying. I had chills running down my balls. That's how intense it was. It was one of the most greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. And to answer your last question, Goten being stronger than Goku in his adult, absolutely not. Because even though Goten was able to transform earlier than anybody else, that still wouldn't have meant shit. Goku's in the other world training against people like Pikkon, you know, going to hell and back and fighting. You know, that right there just speaks very highly and very boldly on what Goku's actually going through in order to, you know, increase his powers. So that's just insane, man. Goku by far. But thank you for your question, man. Those were great. On to the next question, which is from David Brask. Hello, David. Hi. Yo, Alex, I hope I'll get on this week's fan mail. I know you got tons of these, so here we go. Question 1. If they did an Evil Dead 2 remake, how would you like it to go? I really enjoyed the Evil Dead remake. Question 2. Do you think we will ever see DBZ Battle of Z Holiday 13? Battle of Z this holiday 2013. Or are we going to wait till next year? Question 3, do you think a Simpsons game Let's Play... Wait, should you do a Simpsons game Let's Play for 360? Question 4, what are top 5 Xbox One games should I get with the new Xbox One and why? Question 5, do you wrestle other people other than Andy Lee Ray? I would like to see you versus other wrestlers. P.S. Big Bang Attack. P.S.S. You suck, J.K. Oh, you fucking asshole. P.S.S. I'll do a video of fan mail of fan mail in 2 weeks. All right, man. Thank you, David. To answer your first question, Evil Dead 2. Hell yeah. I mean, you don't have to say if they did do a remake, because they are doing a sequel to the first Evil Dead remake. So, ta-da. They are continuing it, and from what I've been reading, it's gonna you know, be based on the girl again. But the way I would do it, I would make her have to come back to the same cabin, just like Ash did in the second movie, except this time she wants to go deeper into what happened and why all these things happened and what's the origin of the book. Therefore, going into detail on how it existed, what, you know, entities exist and all that kind of stuff. Just go into, you know, go in depth with the fucking demons and all that stuff. Like, just truly make it remarkable. At least that's what I would, you know, do it. But definitely, is it going to come out? For sure it is. I mean, I believe 2015, 2016, around there. To answer your second question, Battle of Z, I mean, I'm hoping that it's this holiday season, because if it is, I'm going to be one happy camper. But if it doesn't come out this year, I mean, it's no disappointment either, because at least they get to work on the game a little more. So, I don't know. Personally, for me, would I want to have it this year or next year? Let me see. Yeah, I mean, I would say this year. Being that Battle of Gods drops this year too, so I would have to say this year for sure. I mean, it has to be. To answer your third question, will I do a Simpsons Let's Play, for the 360? I'm not gonna tell you. You're just gonna have to find that out on your own. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that. I have a few things lined up. And to answer your fourth question, top 5 Xbox One games that you should get. Well, definitely Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3 is going to be a legendary game. You can already see that. Another game is the Halo game that's going to come out, Halo 5, or whatever Halo game is they're going to call it whenever it drops. But I believe it's Halo 5. Titanfall, definitely Titanfall. That game is going to be so fucking immersive. Forza is going to be another great game you should definitely look into for sure. And for another one, it may not be an exclusive, but definitely try Battlefield. I mean, Battlefield should be pretty darn epic, besides Call of Duty, of course, because everybody loves Call of Duty, but Battlefield for the Xbox One would be pretty intense. I mean, I know, I mean, because I'm going to be getting it for the Xbox and PS4, so, for sure, I mean, those games definitely you have to get, and if you don't, you're a dirt. And to answer your last question, I do wrestle other people besides Andy Lee Ray. Andy's a good opponent. I like Andy, even though I hate him, you know, in a sense. I really do hate Andy, but he's a good opponent. You would like to see me versus other wrestlers. I mean, it'll happen. I am going to go next week and wrestle. And I'm wrestling at the Ring of Honor House of Glory show. For those of you out there who don't know, go check it out. www.houseofgloryonline.com. We're going to be doing Hog versus ROH August 18th. I'm going to be there in New York. It's House of Glory versus Ring of Honor, so you never know which Ring of Honor guy I'm going to step in the ring with. It could be Roderick Strong. It could be freaking Adam Cole. It could be Michael Elgin. It could be Kevin Steen. It could be Jay Lethal. Who knows? Whoever it may be, I'm ready to step up to the plate. And I mean, at least I know that I'm ready, because, you know, I mean, physically I'm ready. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. But thank you for your question, Mr. David. On to the next question, which is from Mr. Fake Boss. Hey, Alex, what's up? The ceiling, that's what's up. My second time sending fan mail to you. You're awesome, and your videos always make me laugh my ass off. Keep up the good work. Now on to the questions. Question 1. Do you have a favorite NBA team? If you don't have a favorite team, what NBA team do you support? Question 2. What do you think about Fast and Furious movies? Question 3. I'm about to get GTA 5, Batman Arkham Origins, and Assassin's Creed 4. What games do you recommend me getting besides them? Question 4. First time I sent you fan mail, I asked you if you can add me on the PS3 friends list when you get your PS3, and you said that you would. I have not been home for a couple of months, so I haven't been able to check if you added me or not. In case you haven't added me, my PSN is active$9.99. Question 5. What games do you have for the PS3? Here are the questions for now. See you later. PS. Fuck you, Paul. Yes, Paul. F you. PSS, fuck you, Yamcha, and always, the squids must be screwed. Everybody already knows that. All right, thank you, Mr. Fake Boss. To answer your first question, favorite NBA team. Like I said, I don't have favorites, but I love the Knicks, hometown team. Why not, you know? But besides the Knicks, I'm sorry, but I always tell you guys that I'm a Lakers fan. A lot of people always like, what? You're a Lakers fan? How is that? You're from New York, man. I mean, if the Knicks get wiped out, I'm an LA dude. I mean, I like Kobe. Kobe, even though Kobe's a fucking ball hog, hey, man, he got rings to back it up. I mean, he's a good player. But aside from them, it is probably OKC as well. I like OKC. They're pretty good. Young team, hot team. I like the Bulls. Derrick Rose, he's good. Even though he's cocky, The only reason why I don't say Miami Heat is because everybody's on their fucking nuts. Granted, they have great players, but at the end of the day, fuck LeBron James. He ain't the best player around. You kidding me right now? Come on. He's just a big dude. That's it. I mean, come on. I mean, I highly doubt he's the fucking best one in the entire fucking league. Hell no. Even Michael Jordan said so. Michael Jordan said in an interview that Kobe would wipe him out in a one-on-one. Easy. So that pretty much covers that. To answer your second question, what do I think of the Fast and Furious movies? The Fast and Furious movies are no longer what they were meant to be in the beginning, like all about racing and women and money and pink slips and all that shit. Now it's about freaking The Rock, Vin Diesel fighting The Rock, and just blowing shit up, Michael Bay, and that's it. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not what it was before. And the Fast and Furious movies before were all about racing, race, not, high stake chases and freaking robbery. You know what I mean? I love the Fast and Furious movies. I really do. I love them all except for Tokyo Drift. But what do I think of them at this point? They're getting good, and they can only get better. So, to answer your third question, what other games to get besides those games? Dude, trust me on this one. Get WWE 2K14. Get that fucking game. You will love it. Another game to get, Watch Dogs. Amazing fucking game. Another game to get, South Park. Just think of fucking truth. That game is going to be a legendary game right there. What else do we have going on for this year? We have a fucking lot, man. If you're planning on getting the next gen systems, get some of the games that are coming out for it, like Killzone and Dead Rising and whatnot. So definitely get those games. Even if Dragon Ball Z comes out this year, get that game as well. And to answer your fourth question, I haven't added many people yet. I actually tried adding a few people here and there, but my fucking PSN is just like in and out all the fucking time. No pun intended to anybody who's a female watching this. But it's just always like just derping out. I really don't understand why. Maybe it's the cable company. I really don't know why. But I only have like freaking 20 friends on there. It's just like and to answer your last question, what PS3 games do I got? I ain't gonna tell you. You're gonna have to find out. I mean, trust me when I say I don't have just The Last of Us. Alright, but thank you for your question, man. It really means a lot. On to the next question, which is from King Slammer. Entertainment Gaming. Question. Answer. Question number 1. Krillin has no nose. What the fuck? Question 2. If Bulma never found Goku, what do you think he would have did for the rest of his life? Question 3. Who had a better debut in WWE, the Wyatt family or the Shield? Question 4. Thoughts on Assassin's Creed Pirates? Question 5, do you think Watch Dogs will be as good as GTA 5? Question 6, if the Illuminati were to be exposed on TV by Obama, what impact do you think it would have on the world? Holy shit. Just imagine that. Question 7, when Vegeta first returned as a Super Saiyan, was he stronger than Goku? Question 8, Dragon Ball Z battle never ended, and you get asked to carry on with this storyline. Majin Buu, okay, what saga? Oh, okay, so pretty much you're saying the story never ended with from the Buu saga, so how would I continue? Question 9, if Vegeta hit Cell full on with the final flash, would Cell die during the Cell saga? Thanks for answering. Alright, man. Well, to answer your first question, you're kind of right there. I mean, Krillin has no nose. But, I mean, it's Krillin. I mean, we all know Krillin for being this bald-headed idiot who pretty much just doesn't do anything after the Dragon Ball series. So, Krillin, he has no nose, but, I mean, it is what it is. So, he just doesn't have a nose. To answer your second question, I do think Goku would have been a lot more different than he was. For one, I don't think he would be as strong as if he were to meet with Bulma and then just carry on from there. I do believe Goku would have been very, very primitive, and I do also believe that Goku would have been a little bit more hostile toward his people or toward anybody else who found him, for that matter, just for the simple fact that maybe he's not used to people like that. So Bulma was the one that pretty much introduced him to more and more people, which got him more and more comfortable. But aside from that, I don't think much would have changed at all, really. To answer your third question, best debut between the Wyatt family and the Shield. Well, the Shield didn't really make that much of an impact when they first came in because everybody was like, okay, wait, who the hell are these guys? You know, at that given point, everybody was like, all right, nobody really gives a shit about the Shield. But the Wyatt family, I do believe they had the better debut because at least they had promos for it. At least they had like a build up towards it, you know. Whereas the Shield just came in and that was just pretty much the end of that, you know. I do believe that between the two teams, I do believe that the Shield possesses a little bit more talent. But the Wyatt family, I do believe that they are much more the aggressors than the Shield are. I would love to see these two clash. That would be so awesome. The Wyatt family versus the Shield. Oh my God, how awesome would have that been? Oh my, for me, I would have made that a WrestleMania match right there. To answer your fourth question, thoughts on Assassin's Creed Pirates? Is it going to work? Perhaps. I mean, it looks like it will because now you get to have animals in the freaking game like whales and seals and all that kind of stuff and sharks. Also, the fact that they've enhanced a lot, you know, a lot of things in the game, which is actually going to make it worth buying because, from what I saw personally, I was like, all right, well, this looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad at all, you know. You can go in the water. You can just do whatever the hell you want to do, pretty much. And I do believe you're going to be going up against Blackbeard. I don't believe you're his friend at all. So, in terms of that, I do believe that Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag will be good. In terms of the Pirates, let's just see how he carries on. I mean, I really do hope that they do not make an Assassin's Creed 5 anytime soon. Let the fourth one just sink in for a while, but knowing them, they'll probably make more, so I mean, no surprise there. But Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I do believe it's going to be good. As for the Pirates themselves, let's just hope that they're interesting. Otherwise, I mean, it's just going to be a regular game, right? To answer your fifth question, yes, Watch Dogs will be as good as GTA 5 because Watch Dogs, you're playing as like the master hacker. You get to hack into like people's cars and trains and planes and all that kind of stuff. Like you get to manipulate your own world. So that right there, I think it's going to be awesome because you get to go around, do whatever the hell you want to do when you want to do it. Same thing like GTA 5. So, I mean, in terms of story, we're just going to have to see. In terms of multiplayer, again, we're going to have to see. GTA 5 is bringing a lot to the table. It's bringing a lot to the table. So, Watch Dogs, I mean, I hope it steps up. If it doesn't, then it's just going to crumble before GTA 5, man. To answer your sixth question, if Obama were to come out and openly talk about the Illuminati, that they're real, and pretty much expose them, number one, every single quote-unquote conspiracy theorist would be proven right from their theories, right? Number two, it would create mass freaking riots, mass freaking panic, because people would want to they would want justice, they would want freaking redemption, they would want these Illuminati people to be fucking put to jail or death. And I don't blame them for it. But nevertheless, Obama would never do that because Obama is a puppet to the New World Order, and Obama has bosses. You know, even if you're the president, you have bosses. You have people that are above you. So for me to say that Obama is like the last step before whatever, it's not true, man. It goes beyond Obama. So if Obama did that, I think Obama would go down as one of the bravest and one of the most realist presidents ever to actually just come out and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to tell the American people because I believe what they're doing is wrong, and just tells the American people, tells the world that the Illuminati's real and whatnot. I mean, they can't really kill Obama because if they do, then they're going to prove Obama right, you know what I mean? So I really do hope that Obama just freaking talks about it. I mean, even though he's never going to, I have some kind of hope that one day a president will step forward and say, you know what, I've had enough. Boom, 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 speaks his freaking mind, tells the truth, and that's it. To answer your seventh question, I do believe Vegeta was stronger than Goku when he first transformed. Because the way he fought 19, even after he absorbed Goku's energy, I mean, it was just, he succumbed, you know, he just made 19 look like a bitch, so I would have to say Vegeta was stronger, yes. To answer your eighth question, if the story never ended, what would I do? And what saga would I make? I would pretty much, well, let's say the Spirit Bomb didn't kill Kid Buu. I would then resort to doing a Potara, not a Potara fusion, but a fusion dance with Vegeta and Goku. Therefore creating Gogeta, and Gogeta just pretty much taking on Kid Buu and pretty much obliterating him. And then after that, trying to think. Probably after that, I would have it to where King Yema is having a difficult time organizing hell because of all the freaking dudes that are down there, and he needs, you know, Vegeta and Goku to go down there and just ease things up, whatever. And Vegeta and Goku go down there and they find Frieza, they find the freaking Cooler and Bojack and Broly and Cell and Majin Buu and all these characters, and they all look up and they see Goku and Vegeta, and then like they're all itching for a fight because they want to kill the two that killed them. So pretty much I would call it the Hell Saga. Probably the Gates of Hell Saga, to where Goku and Vegeta are stuck in hell trying to fight these guys off, and then somehow they all combine into like one being, you know, like having an ungodly metamorphosis where they all combine powers and whatnot, and they pretty much all fuse, like Cell, Frieza, Cooler, Bojack, Android 13, you know, all these characters, Majin Buu, they all pretty much fuse into one character, leaving Goku and Vegeta no other choice but to fuse themselves, whether it be the Potara earrings or the fusion dance, whatever the case may be. That's where I would continue from. You know, I have like one last showdown. And to answer your last question, Vegeta did hit him with the final flash full power, and guess what? It did nothing. It did absolutely nothing. I mean, he legitly, he just unleashed everything, and Cell just stood there. So that just goes to show that Cell is a lot more powerful than what many people like to make him seem. So definitely, I don't think even if Vegeta put more power into it, I still don't think Vegeta would have been able to kill him off. But thank you for your question, man. Anywho, on to the next question from Luke Drums here. Hey man, how you been? I've seen better days, but I'm doing a lot better than since last week. Thank you very much. Alright, whoa, stop being so demanding, man. Just calm down. I can't calm down. Alright, question 1. What's more important to you, subscribers or view count on each video? Question 2. Do you think you'll ever reach 1 million subscribers and that the subs are actually active and watch your videos, instead of that bullshit 2,000 average view count you're getting? That is so gay. You deserve way better, man. Sad face. Damn it. You just made me feel like crap. Question number 3. The PS4 costs more in Australia than anywhere else. Sad face. It's approximately $5.50 to buy. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it for a while. Should I wait, or should I buy it from the US? Question 4. Super Janemba versus Super 17. Janemba for me. I think Super Saiyan Vegito is stronger than Omega Shenron. Hear me out. He was slapping around Buhan as a piece of candy, lol. Everyone was so overpowered in GT. Goku Super Saiyan 4 should have been much stronger, but got trapped by ice. Couldn't even lift the building until he was Super Saiyan 4. In Dragon Ball, he was pushing around rocks that can easily been upwards of 100 tons. Well, that's true. He nearly died when a sharp clock tower fell on him. In DBZ, he stopped the sword with a finger when he transferred his ki into his finger. But in Super Saiyan 4, he should have had much more ki. Then he doesn't have to transfer ki anywhere else to stop those attacks. Yet, he was nearly killed by Omega Shenron. GT is just a joke. I also think that Bills is stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Vegito easily. I just got the feeling about this godly ki stuff. I think it's far above negative ki and positive ki, no matter how large either of them get. One more thing, Bills must not have wanted to destroy Earth. Even if he used 99% of his power against God Goku, he still should have easily had enough power to destroy Earth, seeing that he can destroy a galaxy, 300 billion stars in our galaxy. If this is the case, I think he should have gotten in trouble with another God of Destruction, was superior. Thanks, man. That's awesome. God bless. Thank you, man. Well, to answer your first question about the whole what's more important, I mean, they're both important to me, but as long as you guys just watch the video, and as long as you guys like just support me, and as long as you guys have a smile on your face, that's all that really matters to me. I mean, I can care less about anything else. I mean, it is important to me to have subscribers and to have views, obviously. I mean, I put a lot of work into my stuff, so I would naturally want, you know, people to watch my stuff, you know, because if you're doing hard work on, and if you're working hard on something, why would you not want people to see it, you know? But nevertheless, even if I had fucking 2 subscribers, I'd be fucking grateful, you know. At least those are 2 people. To answer your second question, will I ever have 1 million subscribers? I really hope so. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. You know, 1 million people. I mean, I honestly, it's not that I'm self-conscious about it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, maybe it will. I have high hopes for it. But will it happen? I don't know. I mean, I do doubt myself here and there. But you're right. I mean, an average view count of 2,000, even though I have like what 50-something K subscribers. I mean, it's still 2,000 people saw my stuff. That makes me so fucking happy. You know, it's like I put a lot of work into my stuff. Sometimes I can make a video that can go for like a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and sometimes I can make a video that can go for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You know, so you know I appreciate every second of it. So thank everybody for that. To answer your third question, I do believe that you should go buy it from the U.S. I don't see why you should wait until it comes out in Australia, because it's $5.50. That's a lot of money. For me, if I lived somewhere else, I would definitely try to get it from another state. I mean, because what's the big deal? All you have to do is just transfer and just convert your network settings. That's it. I mean, if I were you, I'd still get the PS4, but depending on from where. I mean, if you have the money to dish it out somehow when it comes out, then hey, do your thing, man. But if not, then I would say get it from the United States, man. Amazon's the best place to buy stuff. So to answer your fourth question, I would have to say Super 17. I'm gonna get into that a little later on. And to answer your little statement, I don't believe that Vegito is stronger than Omega Shenron, because even though GT's logic didn't make any sense, Omega's power is just, well, alright, I can understand Vegito and Sin Shenron. That would have been an okay fight. I do believe that Vegito would have given him some run for his money. But you got to understand that GT and Z, Goku's powers increased just dramatically since Z. When Goku's in his normal form in Dragon Ball GT, he's equivalent to a Super Saiyan 3. When he transforms into a Super Saiyan 3, his power pretty much quadruples. And plus, being in a Super Saiyan 4 level, having Omega Shenron smack him around, that speaks very highly on what Omega Shenron can do. I do believe that Omega Shenron could decimate Vegito easily, and decimate Super Saiyan 1 and 2 Vegito easily. But as for a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, I do believe that a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito would fare up against Omega Shenron and just probably decimate Omega Shenron. I mean, that's what I believe. And you're right. I mean, Goku was weakened in Dragon Ball GT, and that's something that I really did hate, because here he is in his maximum form, in his final level, in his Super Saiyan 4 level, and yet he's getting freaking bullied around. He's getting his ass beaten. And I understand GT's concept. GT wanted to pretty much incorporate to where, you know, the villains were a little bit more powerful than the Saiyans this time. So that was understandable and respectable, but to make Goku look like that was pretty sad, you know. I was like, man, Goku deserves better. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 should be like this freaking unbeatable level, and yet he's getting beat by everybody. So I was just like, fuck, man. In terms of Bills, yeah, you're right. I do believe that Bills is stronger than Vegito by far. That gets me thinking real quick. Let me see. But if Vegeta went Super Saiyan 3, well, I mean, if Vegeta did, well, Vegeta, I wish. If Vegito did go Super Saiyan 3, his powers would pretty much just triple easily, because he would have the power to freaking decimate everything and anything. But Bills, I do believe that God Ki is way above negative and positive Ki, so even if Vegito was able to just transcend into a Super Saiyan 3, I still don't think that would have been enough, to a certain extent. And I do believe that Bills was sent to Earth to test everybody, so to say, and possibly destroy the Earth. You don't know that for sure. But Bills is capable of wiping out galaxies. That's already proven. It was mentioned in Battle of Gods. I can't wait till the movie comes out so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This dude is he's way overpowered. Just Bills is too much. So having Vegito, Super Saiyan 3 Vegito against Bills, that would be an amazing fight. I do believe that they need an entire galaxy for themselves to fight, you know, during that battle. But in the end, the God Ki will surpass the positive Ki of Vegito. But would Vegito ultimately topple Bills? I do believe that there would be some way if Vegito used this shit correctly. But if not, yeah, what more can you do? So I mean, Bills is the man by far. So. But thank you for the questions, man. On to the next question, which is from the Savage Sands. Question 1. What Xbox games do you recommend for me to get? Question 2. Where in America do you live in? What? I always tell you where I live. You have to watch more of my fan mails, buddy. Question 3. When is your birthday so I could wish you a happy birthday on YouTube? Question 4. If you were stranded on a desert island, A, would you eat your foot? B, eat a cactus? Or D, or C, actually, drink water from a cactus? Question 5, what is the best Wii game? Question 6, when is your next match so I can see it? Question 7, please tell Eddie to subscribe to me. Eddie? You mean Omar? It's gotta be Omar. We call him Eddie in the YouTube video because we all had to change our names. But you mean Omar, Contagious Viper, I'll tell him. Question 8, what is the best DBZ game that's out? I already answered that so many times. Question 9, please answer my messages besides fan mail, but still answer my fan mail. Wait, what? I don't get any messages. Thanks for answering. God bless you. You're my idol. Really, man? Thank you. I mean, I think your idol should be God, not me. I'm just a person just like you, but thank you. That really means a lot, man. To answer your first question, Xbox games that you should get. Saints Row 4 is coming out. Might as well just have a little shit and tickle game on that game. Even though it's going to be a mediocre game, I do believe that you should still get it because of all the amount of things you can do on it. Let's see. Halo 4, definitely get that because people are still on that game. I would have to say Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 because you'd be surprised how many people still play that. I still play that shit. Black Ops 2 for sure. Probably Left 4 Dead 2, Dragon Ball Z, WWE 2K, WWE 13, definitely. What else? Get Minecraft for the Xbox and just get your friends on there. That's always fun. And State of Decay. State of Decay is freaking amazing. To answer your second question, I live in Brooklyn, New York. To answer your third question, my birthday is January 11th. To answer your fourth question, I would probably drink water out of a cactus, to be honest, because I'm not eating my foot, nor am I eating a fucking cactus. To answer your fifth question, best Wii game for the Wii, I would have to say Super Smash Bros. By far. To answer your sixth question, like I said earlier in this episode, I'm going to have matches next weekend and the week after, so be expecting to see a lot of that. To answer your seventh question, I'll tell Omar to do that for you. His name is Omar, not Eddie. To answer your eighth question, I already answered this a bazillion times, so you should go back and watch it. But to answer your ninth question, well, actually, that's not really a question. That's pretty much a statement because I already answered your question. But thank you so much, Mr. Savage Saiyans. To answer question, which is from Shady Goku. Hello, Alex. How's life? This is my first time sending you a fan mail, and I'm from the UK, and I'm telling my friends about you, and they should watch your videos. Thank you, man. I know you get lots of them, so I understand if you can't read them all in your fan mail videos. But anyway, question 1. What fusion do you think would win? Gogeta, which is a fusion of Gogeta and Vegito, or Super Saiyan Man, fusion of Goku and Superman? Oh, fuck. I think Gogeta would win, but that's just my gut feeling. Question 2. If there was a dinosaur apocalypse, would you survive? I like that concept, a dinosaur apocalypse. Everybody always says robot apocalypse, zombie apocalypse, all that shit. I like the dinosaur apocalypse. It's pretty fun. Question 3. In your opinion, who will win in a fight, Kid Buu or Superman? Keep in mind that Kid Buu hardly ever gets tired and can regenerate in seconds and can destroy planets in seconds as well. Question 4. Do you watch football, or how we say in Europe, or soccer, or are you looking forward to the World Cup next year in Brazil? Question 5. What do you like more, Pokemon or Digimon, and why do you like one over the other you picked? And did you watch Digimon? Did you watch the Digimon movie? Anyways, that's all. Wait, that is all. Enjoy life, bro, and fuck you, Yamcha. Thank you, Mr. Shady Goku. I hope everything is going good in London or UK or wherever you're from. You can be from Blackpool, England. You can be from Manchester. You can be from I don't know, just Scottsdale. I don't know. But I hope you're doing good, man. God bless. To answer your first question, I would have to say Gogeta as well, because Gogeta and Vegito, are you kidding me? That's just the ultimate fucking character. No way. They would definitely win by far. Shit. To answer your second question, what would I do if a fucking dinosaur apocalypse happened? Well, for one, I would be fucking excited to see dinosaurs. But honestly, what would I do? I would fucking just try to keep my freaking environment to a low key, you know, not make too much noise, because dinosaurs are very excellent, you know, creatures at sensing stuff. So at least that's what scientists were predicting. Another thing that I would do is probably try to massacre a T-Rex by my own fucking 2 hands, but even though that I'd probably fail miserably, I'd still try, because I mean, dinosaurs weren't, I mean, they were smart, but they're definitely not as smart as humans, you know. So what would I do during a dino apocalypse? I'd fucking sit back and enjoy the show, man. You have brontosauruses everywhere. You got fucking pterodactyls. Can you imagine that shit? You got F1 fighters fighting pterodactyls. That'd be fucking amazing. To answer your third question, that's a very good concept. Kid Buu and Superman. But I have a better question for you. What would happen if Kid Buu absorbed Superman? That'd be pretty cool. But between the two, I do think it would probably be Kid Buu, because he can regenerate, but at the same time, Superman is just an unbelievable character. I mean, it depends which kind of Superman you're talking about. Pre-Crisis Superman, Metal Superman. You don't know. I mean, but I would have to say Kid Buu just because he can absorb Superman and regenerate. So, to answer your fourth question, I do watch soccer here and there. I don't watch it often as my other friends do, and I'm definitely looking forward to the World Cup next year because I really want to see how that's going to play out because the World Cup is very interesting at times, and also it's just very competitive. It's just amazing. So I'm definitely going to watch the World Cup next year for sure. And to answer your last question, I did like Pokemon a little more than Digimon because after the second season of Digimon, it just pretty much got boring and they ruined everything for me. I did watch the Digimon movie. I was a huge fan of War Greymon, Omnimon, Imperial Dramon, Fighter Mode, Diaboromon, all those characters. Trust me, I know my shit, man. But Pokemon still stands at the pinnacle of time, man. I mean, despite what anybody says, Pokemon will always be around forever because that was the show, you know what I mean? So I would have to say Pokemon. But thank you for your question, man. It really means a lot. Now, on to the next question, which is from Darren Robinson. Question 1. Do you think the 12 Gods is leading up to the Multiverse Tournament? Very interesting question. Question 2. What is the best wrestling territory? Question 3. Who will face The Undertaker at WrestleMania? Question 4. If they further the DBZ series, do you think Goten should have kids and Gohan and Videl have a son along with Marin and Bola wanting to fight their fathers? What the hell? Question 5. Since they killed Piccolo and GT and made him defender of the underworld, should they kill off Yamcha, Tien, Krillin, and Chaozu and make them Kais to keep them from... What? That is so stupid. Alright, I mean, but how the hell would that even work? I don't know. Alright. To answer your first question, the multiverse theory. We don't know what Akira Toriyama's planning with this. Obviously, there are other universes out there. Does this mean the dimensions are warped? Does this mean that the dimensions and the universes are different than the prior one? That's all up to Akira Toriyama. I mean, if he was smart, then yeah, if I were him, I would at least include one universe where all of the people that the Z Fighters killed were reversed eventually. Pretty much saying that the villains killed the Z Fighters. For example, instead of having Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, everybody just pretty much run around defending the planet, you have people like Broly, Cell, Frieza, Kid Buu, Bojack on the loose. You have all these villains in the universe just on the loose destroying shit. So as soon as you go into that universe, it's just chaos. But as for the 12 gods, Bills and Whis are, I'm guessing that they're 2, so that eventually leads up to 10 gods. But 12 gods. See, this is the thing. Akira Toriyama has to follow up. I mean, I seriously do not understand what he's doing right now. I mean, why would he be working on other animes and mangas when he can actually be working on this? Telling the story of all these gods and whatnot and how this is going to lead up to what. But do I think this is going to lead up to the multiverse tournament? No. Do I think that the Z Fighters might run into an, alternate ego of themselves? Yeah. Perhaps this time it might be a good Vegeta and an evil Goku somewhere in another universe. You never really know. Personally, for me, I would actually love that instead of saying liking it, because you'd have Broly still alive somewhere wreaking havoc as a Super Saiyan 3. You would have baby Vegeta still doing this. Well, then again, baby Vegeta isn't really canon. Just so much complications going on here. GT isn't canon, this isn't canon, that's not canon. It's just Akira Toriyama has to follow up with this. Otherwise, what would be the true meaning of the gods, To answer your second question, the best wrestling territories have to be in New York City, in California, in Ohio, in Texas, and I believe Florida. I don't know about anywhere else. Eventually, I'm going to start going out and just, searching for other territories. I'm going to Maine soon, so that ought to be very interesting. But other than that, I mean, I don't know any other state that's big on territories like that. So those would be my, little theories on where the wrestling territories are huge at or most well known at. So to answer your third question, who will face The Undertaker at WrestleMania? I think it's going to be either John Cena or it might be The Rock. Either way, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I would love to see him take on John Cena. That'd be very interesting. And I would love to see John Cena get tombstoned off of his fucking high horse and just get pinned for the 3 count because, I mean, he beat The Rock. Does he really need to beat The Undertaker? No. So I think it's going to be The Undertaker versus John Cena, to be honest with you. To answer your 4th question, do I think Goten and everybody should have kids, and do I think these other people should have... I mean, I believe that they should just hold on with the kids. And this is why I say that. If Goten has kids, it takes away from Goten's character. You know, it's just like nobody's really going to be paying attention more toward Goten. He's going to be like a useless character because now you have his kids. I think nobody should have any more kids. I think they should keep it the way they have it, except everybody is like a lot more powerful, different egos, different characteristics for certain characters as they get older. Maybe have Goten surpass Gohan. You know, that'd be very interesting. Gohan's like, dude, you can't surpass me, and Goten's like, you want to see? You know, that therefore, you know, you have brother versus brother, father versus son, all that kind of stuff. I mean, at least for training purposes. And to answer your last question, GT is not really canon, so that means everything you just said, it doesn't really relate to anything because it's not a part of the actual story. But if you want to look at it from a certain standpoint, then yeah, I mean, Piccolo, they did kill him off and made him pretty much defender of the underworld, but as for Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, why would you want to kill them off? You know, like, why would you want to make them Kais? That makes no sense because Kais are just out of a different species, out of a different race. Making mere mortals and humans into Kais would not make any fucking sense. I mean, at least to me it wouldn't, because how would that even fit? You know, it's like, can you see Krillin as a fucking Kai? Come on now, that's just I can't see it working, to be honest. I can see Goku and Vegeta as Kais, maybe. Actually, no, I don't see them as Kais either, because I definitely see the old Kai and the Supreme Kai just like, oh no, you have to be you have to be born out of this, you have to do this, I don't know, somewhere along those lines. But thank you for the question, man. On to the next question, which is from XWolf300. Hey, Unreal Entertainment Gaming, your vids are dope, especially the DBZ and Injustice vids. Now, on to the questions, smiley face. Alright, question number 1. Favorite wrestlers, favorite tag team. Question 2, what are your thoughts on Batman Arkham Origins? Question 3, favorite Dragon Ball Z game. Everybody always asks me what my favorite DBZ game when I already answered it too many fucking times. Question 4, what is better for game, single player or multiplayer? Damn. Question 5, who would win in a fight, Doomsday or Broly? P.S. I wish Bills killed Yamcha, Hercule, and Krillin in Battle of Gods. Yes. Yes, I agree with that, yes. I mean, especially fucking Hercule. He's just one of those annoying-ass motherfuckers. It's a trick! It's a trick! Shut the fuck up! To answer your first question, favorite wrestlers, favorite tag team. I already answered the wrestlers part so many times. But some of my favorite wrestlers are Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, The Undertaker, Stone Cold, Triple H, The Rock, Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Macho Man Randy Savage, Bob Backlund, who else? El Generico, who else? I'm missing a lot here because I know there's a lot. Let's see. Randy Orton is definitely one of them. Who else? Daniel Bryan. Oh hell yeah, fucking Bryan Danielson, fucking awesome. I would say CM Punk to a certain extent. I mean, everything he's done I already seen except for his promos. His promos are good, but wrestling wise, everything he's done I already seen. So, those are pretty much it for now. Now that I can think about it. Favorite tag teams. This is interesting. Well, I mean, as of recent years, the tag team division has gone to shit. But I like AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. They were amazing on TNA. I loved the Hart Foundation, the Ministry of Darkness, the Young Bucks. They're fucking awesome, aka Generation Me. Who else? There are a few here and there. So I mean, on the top of my head, those would be the ones that I would say are my favorite, including Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. So, to answer your second question, my thoughts on Batman Arkham Origins, it's going to be such a great game, and they're including so many freaking characters that it's just mind-blowing. It really is. Deathstroke, Bane. I cannot wait to play that game. I mean, I played Arkham City. Arkham City was just amazing. So, you have Arkham Origins. Everybody thought it was going to be Arkham World, you know. I was even thinking that. I was like, oh shit, Arkham World. But Ark Origins is going to be such a great game. I cannot wait for it. Do I think it's going to be great? Hell yeah. Do I think you should get it? Hell yeah. But let's just see how it matches up to all the other games, you know? To answer your third question, favorite DBZ game, I already answered this so many freaking times, man. But like I said, Tenkaichi 3, Raging Blast 2, by far, and Budokai 3. Oh, man. Now, to answer your fourth question, this is kind of difficult because you can go back and forth with this. Examples. Halo and God of War. God of War has an amazing single player. Its multiplayer doesn't have one. Except for God of War Ascension, I believe. But that multiplayer wasn't as good as people would say. Now, Halo. Halo has a pretty good online, you know, well, not online, but has a pretty good single player. Online, it's amazing. You go in there, you can play online for fucking days. What I think is more suitable for today's generation, honestly, is multiplayer. Single player, yes. It depends which game it is. If it's The Last of Us, absolutely single player. If it's God of War, absolutely single player. If it's Gears of War, both. If it's Killzone, both. You know, but certain games, they don't need multiplayer. But I do feel like in today's age, I do feel like if you don't have multiplayer for a single player game, then chances are you're not going to go back to that game. How many people till this day play God of War 1, 2, and 3? How many people till this day play games, you know, back on like the PS2, PS3 era that didn't even have multiplayer, you know? Or even Xbox for that matter. So like State of Decay, for example, such a great game for the Xbox. No multiplayer. Why? It makes no sense. So it all depends on what title it is, what genre it is, you know? Like, you can't have, you know, certain games have multiplayer because sometimes it wouldn't make, you know, too much sense. But games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, games like WWE and Dragon Ball Z, games like Watch Dogs and Grand Theft Auto, games like Saints Row and all that kind of stuff, they really do need multiplayer because once you beat the single player, it's like, where do you go from there? You know what I mean? Remember back in the day when you used to beat your PS2 games and you always used to question yourself, like, all right, well, where do I go from here? You know, it's like you run out of options. So definitely multiplayer, at least for me. Who would in a fight, Doomsday or Broly? That'd be an interesting one. I do believe Broly because if Broly were to go into space and blow up the planet, then what? I mean, Doomsday is pretty much fact, isn't he? I mean, if you think about it to a certain extent, because that's like comparing Hulk and Broly, because Doomsday is just pretty much way OP'd, and he's very powerful too. But do I think a planetary explosion can get rid of him? Maybe. Well, maybe that's a difficult question. But I do believe if Broly actually put his energy and just flew away and blew up the galaxy or something like that, then yeah, he's fucking finished. So I'd say Broly. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question, which is from Louis Silva. Hello, Alex. Love your vids. But that's not why you're here. So on to the questions. Wait, what do you mean that's not why I'm here? I am here for this. What are you talking about? All right, question 1. If you can train under any wrestler, who would it be and why? Aw, man, did you really put me in the fucking spot, bro? Damn. That's going to be fucking hard to answer. Question 2. Shenron will grant you 2 wishes. What are they? Question 3. If you could visit any place for a week, what would it be? Question 4. If you were Goku and Whis tells you if you kill Bills, he would unlock your hidden potential and give you an extra boost of power, would you take it or leave it? Fuck, man. That is actually very difficult. Fuck you, Paul! Fuck you, Yamchen! Goodbye! God bless you. God bless you too, Mr. Lewis. To answer your first question, that is extremely fucking hard for me to answer. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, if I can train under any wrestler, it would have to be either Kurt Angle or Shawn Michaels. Definitely Kurt Angle or Shawn Michaels, man. Why? Do I need to explain why? I'll just say their names. Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels. That's it. I mean, their accolades speak for themselves. Their wrestling ability speaks for themselves. Their contribution to the business. So definitely Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. To answer your second question, if Shenron were to grant me 2 wishes, what would they be? The first one would be to be immortal. Nobody wants to die, obviously, but also a part of being immortal, I would like to keep my youth. So That would be my first wish. And my second wish would be to obliterate all viruses, cancers, hate, and greed from this planet. Just erase that shit, and I promise you this planet would be a lot more jolly than it is now, I'll tell you that much. To answer your third question, if I can visit any place for a week, what would it be? I would like to visit many places, like the Bahamas. California was one place that I've always wanted to visit. You know, Europe, the UK, because I have a lot of friends and a lot of subscribers from the UK, so I do want to go over there and meet a couple of you guys, like Danny and Sean and whatnot, so definitely want to go meet a lot of you from the UK. Australia would be nice, just to go down there and see how the weather is like and whatnot, just see how it's like to be down there. Spain, Italy, just everywhere, man. I mean, there's not a place where I wouldn't want to go, except for parts of Mexico, because I don't want to be taken by the cartel. I mean, seriously, like, there's parts of Mexico, like, I would love to go there sometime, but Jesus Christ, not with the cartel running that shit. You got Mara Salvatrucha, which is like the MS-13 gang. You have the cartels. You have you know, you have a lot of gangs over there, but it's not just that. Like, you have a lot of shit going on over there that's just critical. It's just like, whoa, what's going on down there, man? And to answer your last question, if Whis told Goku that he, you know, if he would have killed Bills, see, this is the thing. I doubt Goku would want that responsibility of, you know, being a god, being a demigod, whatever Whis grants him. Granted, in the Battle of Gods movie, Whis did approach Goku with that, and he told Goku, he was like, if you're able to kill Bills, you will become the god of destruction. And maybe that's why Goku gave up. I mean, maybe he didn't want to kill Bills, or maybe he didn't just have the power for it. Personally, for me, I do believe that Goku did not want to kill Bills. I mean, for obvious reasons, that Goku doesn't believe in killing your enemy. He'll rather beat the fuck out of you and just let you rot there than actually, you know, kill you, because how would he look if he killed you, you know? But I do believe that Whis and Bills ought to grant Goku and Vegeta, you know, the opportunity to take over their own respective universes in terms of being gods of creation and gods of destruction. But thank you for your question, man. That really means a lot. On to the next question, which is from the Ultimate Saiyan 111111. What a hell. Alright. Hi, Alex. I'm a big fan. This is my first time doing this, so here are my questions. Seriously now. Like, is this like everybody's first time doing this? This is just amazing, man. Because, I mean, I'm telling you, I've been getting so many questions, and I didn't even know which ones I picked. I just started taking the ones I could, and damn, a lot of you guys are first time users. All right, question number 1. What DBZ death was the saddest death for you? Question 2. If you were a Dragon Ball Z character, which one would you be? I already answered that a million times. Question 3. What is your second favorite zombie movie? Oh, second favorite. Not my first favorite, my second favorite. Question 4. If you were in a zombie apocalypse, which type of zombie? You spelled type wrong. Which type of zombie would you choose to be with? Option 1, Dawn of the Dead type. Option 2, Day of the Dead type. Option 3, World War Z type. Well, that's not how you spell type. You spell type by typing in T-Y-P-E, not T-I-P-E. Just saying. Question 5, if Yamcha fused with a squid and he was sitting on your chair, what would you do? I'd be disgusted, but let's go on. Question 6, if your best friend and your girlfriend were trapped on something and you can only save one, which would you save? If you don't pick one, they both die, and if you don't have a girlfriend, pretend like you have one. Oh man, Justin's gonna hate this. Question 7, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Multiverse? Of course I have. Those are my questions. PS, fuck you, Squid. Alright, to answer your first question, saddest death for me was probably when Goku sacrificed himself, but also, like, one of my saddest deaths of all time was when you know, Trunks had to watch Gohan die. You know, in the future Trunks movie. That was pretty fucking sad for me. I was like, oh shit, bro. That kind of made me cry a little bit when I was a kid. To answer your second question, if I had to be any DBZ character, who would I be? I would either be Vegito, Gogeta, Goku, Vegeta, or I would either be Kid Buu or Omega Shenron. Those would be the characters I'd be, for obvious reasons. To answer your third question, second favorite zombie movie, World War Z. To answer your fourth question, I would probably be... What would I be? I would probably be the Dawn of the Dead zombie. Well, Actually, yeah, I would be the World War Z zombie because they're able to jump on shit, whereas the Dawn of the Dead zombies they can't really jump, as the World War Z zombies. So definitely World War Z zombies. To answer your fifth question, if I saw Yamcha sit on my chair fused with a squid, I would slowly try to trick him into saying that I'm gonna come back. I'll come right in with a knife and I'll start butchering him. I'm like, fucking Yamcha, you ought to die, you stupid squid bitch. To answer your sixth question, if I had to choose between saving my best friend or my girlfriend, damn, I would definitely save my. I mean, it all depends because if my girlfriend, if I know my girlfriend's gonna be the one for me, and if I know she's like the one I've been searching for my entire life, and if I know she's gonna be the mother of my kids and my wife, I would probably save her. But then again, you can't really, it's bros before hoes, man. But you ain't gonna get no fucking sex from your best friend, are you? So, that's really difficult. But I mean, given the situation, if you want to start a family, I'd say girl. But then again, your best friend, I go with best friend, man. I just had to. Sorry, best friend. I mean, you just said girlfriend. You didn't say like wife or anything like that. So I would say best friend. And to answer your seventh question, have I ever seen the Dragon Ball Z multiverse? Yes, I have, my good sir. Very good. But thank you for the questions, man. On to the next question, which is from Don Trib, 1904. Were we, like, born in 1904? You old crusty bastard. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, hey, Alex, how you doing, man? How's life treating you well? What time is it right now? It ain't that late. Well, I mean, life's pretty good. I mean, how's life for you, Mr. Don Trib? I love your channel, man. The vids, especially DBZ videos. Keep it up. Thanks for all the information you're providing us. No problem, man. All right, here we go. Question number 1. At the end of the Buu saga, Goku fought Oob and took him to train, right? So, since Oob is canon, since he was in the DBZ, do you think we'll see him in Battle of Gods 2? Ah, very interesting, yes. Question 2. What would your reaction be if Goku and Vegeta fused as Super Saiyan Gods using normal fusion or Potara earrings? Question 3. When you get into WWE, are you going to forget about us? What would you think? Wait, would you think you're too cool? Hell no. What the hell? What kind of question is that? Question 4. What is your favorite Call of Duty zombie map? Thanks for your time, Alex. Have a nice day. God bless you. I hope you go to WWE. Thank you so much, man. To answer your first question, the Oob thing is, it's just like, fuck. Maybe. I could definitely see him in Battle of Gods too. Would he be as powerful as Goku? Hell no. But they would have to remove the training part, definitely. They would have to... this is fucking difficult. How would they include Oob without mentioning what happened at Kami's Lookout? Because remember, when they emerged from the fight, Goku said, oh, you were the toughest opponent I had since Frieza. Remember, I mean, at the time, Bills was never even in creation by Akira Toriyama, so somehow they're going to have to just redo that or whatever. But Oob, I can see him in Battle of Gods too, because I can see him trying to say, wow, you're a god. Wow, you must be pretty strong. And Bills is like, shut the fuck up. I beat your master. And then Bills can get mad and then just they fight, and that'd be pretty cool. But having Oob in DBZ Battle of Gods 2, I don't see why not. That would be very cool. I mean, personally for me, I would like to see it just because I would like to see Oob get his ass kicked, but I just had it. To answer your second question, that would be pretty awesome, but how would they do it? And which one would I rather see? Because we only saw those fusions one time. I would say Vegito, because he looks more badass. As in Gogeta, he looks like, Gotenks' adult version of himself, sort of say. But Gogeta's more serious, I believe, than fucking Vegito. Vegito plays around too much. But definitely they would look so fucking crazy. Red hair, red eyeballs, red electricity, red aura. Oh my god, they would look like they're on fire. To answer your third question, no, I will not forget about any of you. Are you kidding me right now? While I'm in the WWE, I'm still going to be making videos. Are you kidding me right now? Even, this is my plan. Even if I can't physically make Let's Plays, since I'm always going to be on the road. But then again, you never really know, because I might have my laptop with me or something like that, while I'm on the plane. So while I'm doing these things, I'm not going to forget about you people. What are you, crazy? I'm still going to be doing fan mails and all that shit. Except maybe my fan mails may not be every week. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. My fan mails may not be every week like I do now. They might be like every month or every 2 months or 3 months. But am I going to forget about you guys? Hell no. Would I think I'm too cool? Absolutely not, because so what if I'm in the WWE? Guess what? At the end of the day, I'm a person like you. I'm not any different. I mean, would I think I'm better than anybody? No. That's not how I was raised. You know, maybe if I was raised differently, then yeah, I would think that way, but I wasn't raised like that. Even till this day, right? A lot of you guys, you know, want to call me a quote-unquote famous YouTuber. I don't see myself as famous whatsoever. I mean, when I step outside my house, I'm just a normal person like each and every single one of you. I do normal things like everybody else, you know. I'm not, I hate the word famous, you know. It's just like, like, if you want to look at me as a famous YouTuber, if you want to call me famous, that's fine. But I'm just a person, you know. I'm not anything special. Like people like Donald Trump who have such big egos. Oh, I'm better than you because I'm Donald Trump and I have lots of money. No, money does not make you fucking better than anybody else. That's what I hate, man. And plus I see a lot of these big YouTubers. They're always like, yeah, I got myself this and this and this and I got this. Like, why are you gloating? Number one, that does not make you any better. So for me, I would not forget about any of you because I'm still going to be doing videos, but this is the thing. I'm going to say it right now. I won't do as many videos as I'm doing now for obvious reasons. I'm going to be wrestling and traveling, so that's very hard in and of itself. But trust me when I say I will be doing videos. I might get in trouble for it by Vince McMahon. You never know. He's like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you making videos? I'm like, oh, well, just calm down, dude. I'm just, you know, talking to my people and my friends and my fans. Like, what's the big deal? It's just videos. With the hell, I'm not freaking, you know, giving out any information or anything. You know, just I would definitely make videos. But this is the thing. By the time I get into WWE, I'm hoping that it's about maybe 3 years from now. I'm hoping 3 years from now I'm in. But I have to work on my body. I have to develop my body even more. I mean, because I want to look like Brock Lesnar and / John Cena / Batista, but I want to work and wrestle like a fucking lightweight, you know what I mean? Like I hate when a lot of these big wrestlers are so fucking big, but they don't know how to wrestle because they fucking suck. For me, it's the opposite. I want to be a big wrestler who knows how to fucking wrestle for once. But do I think I'm too cool? Hell no. Will I forget about you guys? Hell no. Well, the real question is, will you guys forget about me? I hope not. And to answer your last question, favorite Call of Duty zombie map? Damn. It would have to be either Moon or Transit. Transit was pretty fun. I loved Transit, just going from place to place. That was always pretty fucking cool. But other than that, that's pretty much it, man. So thank you for your questions, good sir. Oh man, we're nearing an hour and a half. On to the next question, which is from Jazz. Hi Alex, my name is Victor and I am from what the hell? Mars, and I just wanted to say that you are the best YouTuber ever. Thank you so much, Jesus. Now on to the questions. Alright, question number 1. Where are the prank calls, man? We want them back. Why did you stop them? Oh my god, you remember that? Oh shit. Question 2, do you think Bills or Weiss might join the Z Fighters? Because for some reason, I think it will happen. Question 3, where are you from, JK? I just wanted to make you mad, you bastard. You failed miserably, so the joke's on you. Alright, question 4, what would you do if the day after you got into the WWE, because I know you're going to make it, thank you, man, a zombie apocalypse happened? Oh, you fucking asshole. Question 5, what do you think of the Wyatt family so far? P.S. Alex, you are the best. P.S. Jericho's voice. Would you please shut the hell up? P.S.S. Don't ever give up on your dreams, man. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you. God bless you too, Jesus. To answer your first question, they pretty much, I stopped them because I forgot all about them, to be honest. I mean, if you want some prank calls, trust me, I have a lot of numbers I need to be prank calling, so don't worry. The prank calls will be back sooner than later. I mean, remember, guys, I mean, I actually said that I was going to bring back a few things later on down the road a couple of months ago, and I have, so who's to say I won't do this? So, to answer your second question, I do believe that as well. I do believe that Bills and Weiss might join the Z Fighters. It just gives me that eerie feeling that they will. I just know it would happen, and if it doesn't, then Akira Toriyama, you are one dumb ass motherfucker, man. I swear to God, you better get on that shit quick. To answer your fourth question, what would I do? Oh my God, what wouldn't I do? I would be the most pissed off person on the planet if I found out the day after I got into the WWE that a fucking zombie apocalypse happened. I would be so freaking pissed. Like, the 3 people I would fucking kill first in that zombie apocalypse is, like, the first 3 people I see. Like, it's just like I would be so freaking mad. You have no idea. Granted, I mean, a zombie apocalypse happening. I mean, I'm pretty sure WWE has, like, you know, private transportation, all that shit, jets and all that stuff, so we can get out of there in a heartbeat. But I mean, then again, if they were like the fast fuckers, I mean, we'd all be screwed no matter what. But no, the first thing I would be so pissed, bro. You have no idea. And to answer your last question, what do I think of the Watt family? I do think they're pretty good, except I think that they ought to stick with one specific person that they want to target. Going around and beating up R-Truth and Kane and all these people, it's the same shit as the Shield, you know. Do something different. I like Roman and I like Harper. I like Harper a little more than Roman. But I do think that they need to be a little bit more aggressive towards their opponents. I notice sometimes that when they give, you know, their little club shots to the back of their opponents, they don't really go as hard as, like, you know, they should be. And as for freaking Bray Wyatt, I think he's a very unique character. Certainly has the potential. I would love to see the Wyatt family feud with the Shield, like I said earlier. But as for the Wyatt family, I like them a lot. So I hope they're in WWE 2K14. If not, I'll be pissed. But thank you for your question, man. On to the next question from Trunks Margin. Mr. Trunks Margin. Margin Trunks. What's up, Alex? Just letting you know you are my favorite YouTuber now. Nobody can compete with your dedication, and you have such cool and serious personality. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. You're making me really horny right now. As a matter of fact, I'm about to spank my meat. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Question 1: South Park or Family Guy? Question 2: Do you think they will ever introduce the God of Time so I can fight him? Wait, what? Do you think they will ever introduce the God of Time so I can fight him? Not like I've been sitting around eating donuts the whole time. I have been training as well. Ah, I see. Question 3. If for some reason you cannot get into the WWE and TNA offered you a contract, would you join? Question 4. Where would you go in a zombie apocalypse and why? And how would you utilize the place? You know what I noticed about this week's fan mail? Number 1, so many new people sending me first-time requests and first-time questions. Number 2, everything is a zombie apocalypse, which I really don't mind. I actually like it, but damn, everything's with a zombie apocalypse. And number 3, it's like almost everything is freaking Dragon Ball Z related, which I don't mind at all either. So, yes. Let's see here. Question number 5. If you had a blind person and a deaf person in a zombie outbreak, who would you save and why? Oh, shit. Question 6. Your thoughts on the Zimmerman trial. Ah, fuck, you put me in that position. Damn it. Question 7. Where is that DBZ Raging Blast 1v1? I will choke slam the hell and rock bottom your candy ass off Mount Everest. Bitch, I will fucking stone cold stun your ass off of a fucking subtle shadow. God damn it. You know, at this point, you just bring it on. I can see your gamer tag. Was it rage more, please? I'm gonna make you rage, alright? When I fucking F5 your ass off a satellite, then what, you gonna be going to fucking Earth at like 1,000,000 miles per hour? You're gonna smack the freaking concrete with your bitch ass? Yes. Thank you for answering these questions, man. You are the greatest person. God bless, and I hope nothing but the best in the world for you. Thank you so much, man. P.S. Play more Slanda. And PSS, this is my gamer tag. Rage mode, please. All right, thank you, man. To answer your first question, sorry to say, definitely South Park for me. I was born and raised on South Park. It will be South Park forever. To answer your second question, the God of Time. That's if there's a God of Time, man. You're forgetting. Akira Toriyama runs all this. Not you, not I. If it was up to me, trust me, I would have already made a fucking Battle of Gods 2 movie by now. I mean, shit. It's fucking what? August? Ah, man, I'm telling you. March was a long time ago. It's time to make more. I mean, fuck, man. Jesus. To answer your third question, sadly enough, if WWE never offered me, well, if they didn't want me, would I take a TNA contract? I mean, I would, but WWE is always going to be a place where I want to go because that's the company I want to represent and work for at the end of the day. So, question 4. What would I do in a zombie apocalypse? What place would I utilize? Well, if I were to find out right now while I'm doing this fan mail, the first thing I do is I would stop the fan mail. That's the first thing I do. Stop the fan mail. Then what I would do is I would fortify my entire building. Even if I looked outside and all hell broke loose, I would fucking go door to door right now and just fucking, if nobody's in the house, I would break in, take their shit, and just, I mean, not literally take their shit and just like steal. I would take like their doors and their mattresses and their televisions and, you know, just fortify everything, you know, wires and duct tape and freaking boards and all that shit and sofas. I would legitimately just start building shit, man. I mean, Minecraft would freaking be like just immersive at that point, because I would be thinking Minecraft at that point, because of all the building and shit like that. So fortify my location. Over a period of time, if I find out there is no nuke heading toward my place, I would try to hold out as best as I can until everything just settles, and then I'd probably just go off on the run and just go where I can to escape everything. But I mean, where would I go in a zombie apocalypse? I mean, New York City's full of people, so where do you go, you know? So for me personally, I would stay until most of the chaos settles, and then once I find an opportunity to jet it out of there, I would fucking jet it out of there. To answer your fifth question, I would have to say a blind person, because at least the deaf person can see. You know, a blind person can't really see anything, so he would get like the worst out of it. Okay, the Zimmerman trial. Alright, this is the thing, right? They're trying to make this into a race war, alright? Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman, both of those motherfuckers guilty. You want to know why? Okay, I'll tell you why. Number one, the media is a bunch of dick-sucking, moronic fools. Trayvon Martin was not a little boy. Trayvon Martin was 17 years old, 6'3". Yeah, 6'3", a little stocky motherfucker. He wasn't small. He was a big dude. You know what I mean? 6'3", 17 years old, going on 18. Number one, he is not a fucking child. They keep showing pictures of him when he was a kid. Even his fucking parents came on CNN and said, no, our child was 17 years old. You're showing old pictures of him. Number two, Trayvon Martin was not an innocent little boy. I'm not saying that because he's black. Trust me, I have a lot of black friends. I have more black friends than I do white friends. And I have a few black friends that are watching this. He was not a kind, soft, generous, educated, you know, person who wanted to go out there and study astrophysics. No, there were pictures of him that were leaked on Twitter and Facebook of him flipping the bird, smoking weed, drinking, doing all that fucking shit. Even him with guns, right? Zimmerman's dumbass. Zimmerman is not white. I will repeat that. George Zimmerman is not fucking white. He's Spanish. He's a light-skinned Spanish man. You can go look all this shit up. George Zimmerman, at the time, before he fucking ate a pig and gained all the weight, 5'9", 140, 50 pounds. Trayvon Martin, obviously being the bigger person, beat the fucking shit out of him. Number one, George Zimmerman is wrong for leaving his house when the police said not to. You fucking idiot, George Zimmerman. If you're ever watching this, which I doubt it, but I wish you were, because if you were, I would call you a murderer. Because while you're the neighborhood watch fucking superhero guy trying to protect everybody from crime, which there's nothing wrong with that, and his freaking neighborhood did have a reputation of being robbed, but being the fucking idiot that you are, right? If cops tell you, don't fucking do anything, we're on the way to, like, just do what we have to do, why would you say, well, I'm just gonna go out there anyway and just start some trouble? So George is wrong for fucking leaving his house to go pursue Trayvon. That's number one. Number two, I'm pretty sure if George Zimmerman approached Trayvon with questions, I'm pretty sure that Trayvon didn't just stand there and say, oh gosh, Jolly G, I'm so sorry. I went out to go get Skittles and iced tea, which in fact he did not get iced fucking tea. He got fruit punch. Get it straight. Fucking A, the media is so full of shit. I swear to God, if you guys do extensive research on this, you will see for yourselves. It was not iced tea. He got Skittles and fruit punch, not iced tea. Not that it makes a difference, because it does. Fruit punch is an ingredient that you can use to mix that with a certain substance to create a sort of like drug-like substance. So I'll get into that. Number one, Whoever fired shots first in terms of words, the other one eventually fired shots back. So whether George Zimmerman started with Trayvon or Trayvon started with Zimmerman, they both fucking exchanged words. What happened? I'm pretty sure they got in each other's face. Fucking fists were flying. Now, as for Zimmerman, he did not shoot to kill. He wanted to shoot to injure him because, number one, Trayvon was on top of him, beating the shit out of him. If I had a person get on top of me and beat the shit out of me, well, number one, in my case, I would beat the shit out of you back. I would not pull out a weapon. I would fucking overthrow your ass because I'm big. So I mean, I don't care if you're bigger than me. I'd find a way. But in George's case, for self-protection, he shot Trayvon. Did he mean to kill him? I don't know. Did he want to injure him? I don't know. The bottom line is somebody died. What I would have done is I would have pulled out my gun and I would have fucking just started letting off shots. I would have shot fucking Trayvon Martin, but guess where I would have shot him at? I would have shot him all over his fucking feet. I would have shot him all over his legs. That way at least I know I won't kill the kid. But instead, I'll fucking injure your ass. And as you go down, I'll just wait for the cops to get there and I'll just say, hey, I was attacked. I had to shoot him in the kneecaps. That's it. George Zimmerman is guilty for murder. Trayvon is guilty as well. They're both guilty. Except, unfortunately, Trayvon had to pay with his life. That's just how it is. But guess what, guys? Millions of people die across the world every day. Does anybody ever make a cover story over that? You know? But I digress. To answer your last question, DBZ, Raging Blast 1v1, I will fucking spank your monkey ass. Whenever you want to get that tush spanked, you let me know. But thank you for the questions, man. Oh boy, anyways everybody, thank you all for watching this episode of Fan Mail of the Week. My name is UnrealEntGaming. As always guys, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel for all latest news, information, and updates. Once again everybody, I apologize if I did not answer your question. As you can already see, we are 1 hour and like what, 40 minutes into this already, so man, do I have a lot of stuff to do today. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your beautiful summer day. I have to get going, but on that note, everybody, stay tuned for next week's episode, and all I can say from here is, peace! Finally!